Let's make sure this is on social media real quick before we get started. Let's see here. Yep, we are on, and we should be on Facebook as well. So let's go ahead and get this episode started.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys, to episode 121 of Titos&Chicken, your unofficial South Carolina Gamecocks podcast, coming at you with a low country state of mind. Lindsay, my favorite co-host in the world. What's going on, girl?
Hello, not too much. Just
Yeah,
enjoying my sandstorm lager. It's crisp, delicious.
yeah.
Yeah,
That beer has made it here to the coast. That's awesome.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta love it. You gotta
Yeah.
love it.
They're
You know.
out at Polly's thanks to Taylor and I. So sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel like y'all are gonna keep them in business here. So
Yeah, probably.
I can see your refrigerator filled up Saturday with those. Like, not even a question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. We're 2 days away. Let's say it with me. We're 2 days away.
It's crazy.
We are almost there. We have Gamecock football just in reach. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I forgot to even mention this. Hey, please like, subscribe, comment, rate. Help us continue to get this podcast out there because we would greatly appreciate that. We're coming into the football season, so we're going to be coming at you guys every Thursday. If it's not Thursday, it'll be a Wednesday, but we are coming with weekly episodes. So just be prepared, sit back, and listen to some Gamecock breakdown. So on that note, let's go ahead and start our quick hits here. First, I want to talk about the hurricane. Well, lack of hurricane that happened here in this area. We're blessed. We didn't receive any damage or anything like that. But there was a crazy video out of Goose Creek of a car getting stuck in a mini tornado. I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah, like a microburst or whatever.
A microburst, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And that tornado just literally picked up that car and threw it onto another car.
Terrifying.
I was just like, wow.
I know.
Obviously, we hope everyone in that incident is okay. I haven't been able to do any type of follow-up, but yeah, that was scary. That was extremely scary.
It's just so unpredictable, when people maybe they didn't have a choice. They had to be driving in it, but it just tells you Mother Nature's crazy. So
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Unpredictable. So, like I said, we fared well here on the coast. No damage. Not much wind damage. No limbs. You really couldn't even tell a hurricane or, a tropical storm passed through our state. Well, coastwide.
Yeah.
I can't speak for Columbia and inland areas, but we got pretty lucky with this one. So, one thing I do love about hurricanes is the next day, the next few days, it just feels
Beautiful.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
With those hurricanes, they like to suck up all the humidity that's in the air and take it with them. So obviously that just makes for perfect weather here. Sorry, I'm a weather nerd. I know that. Sorry. Lindsay's like, where did that come from?
I didn't know that.
So, but yeah, no. Like I said, everything went good here. We're blessed, and hopefully that's the last one. So
yeah.
Anyways, another quick hit we have here. The depth chart was released a couple of days ago. Any surprises on that depth chart to you, Lindsay?
I don't think so. I feel like it's most of it we expected. One thing that I did notice was at the nickel spot, they had Nelson listed over Spalding, which I thought was interesting. But other than that, I think it was something that we expected. You have Debo Williams above Mo Kaba, but we know Kaba is coming off injury. So I think that was expected. But I think they're going to, we're going to see them both, right? They're going to get significant playing time on and off, I think. So other than that, I can't say that I was super shocked by anything else. What about you? Thoughts?
I'm not shocked. I knew this was going to happen, but DeCarrion Joyner, running back one, RB1.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know what to say. Like, I'm so happy for the guy. Oh my God, it's not even a question. I'm glad he's finally starting. He's going to be starting to see the field consistently. But like, whoa, Like,
Yeah. It's like,
he is our guy.
yeah, so versatile. I mean, quarterback, wide receiver, now running back. It's like, what next? I
What is he
mean,
gonna play? Defensive line next week
yeah,
or something? I mean, shit.
maybe.
I don't know. He bulked up a
Yeah,
good
he's big.
bit. I think he's at 235 right now,
Jeez.
and they're usually
Well,
generous
that
on the
helps when you're gonna be running back one, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, because he's going to be taking some hits playing in the SEC. We know that, but I'm just so happy for the guy. This is amazing. I hope he
Yeah.
takes this opportunity, and just runs away with it. Because he is a player you want
Yeah.
to see on the field. He's going to give it his all every play. So I'm excited to see
Mhm.
what he does back there. With Rattler, and we'll just go from there. So. One more quick hit we have here, guys. We got some college football on tonight. We got
Yep.
we got Florida playing Utah at Utah. This is supposed to be a good game.
Yeah.
What did Florida win last year's matchup? I
I
can't
think they
remember.
lost, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they did too. I
Yeah.
mean, we could be wrong, but um, they have to go all the way over there on the West Coast. I mean, the
No.
game's at 8, So that'll be one to watch. Nebraska,
Yeah.
Minnesota. I'm not a big Big Ten person, but it's football. I'm
It's
gonna watch
on
it. Yeah, it's on. I'm gonna watch it.
for
I
sure.
feel like Missouri plays tonight as well.
Yeah, I think they do. Some
Yeah,
small team, I don't know who.
yeah. I mean, I would say the game to watch tonight is obviously Florida and Utah.
Yeah.
I think Utah's in the top 20 as well.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what Florida can do on the West Coast. I mean, the last time they were out there, they got demolished by Oregon State last year in
Sure.
that bowl game. So that was fun to
Yeah.
watch. What was that? The Las Vegas Bowl?
Um,
I think it
maybe.
was something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they got killed. They scored 3 points, which they shouldn't even have scored those three
Yeah.
points. I was hoping they were going to get skunked, but
Yeah.
Oregon State put a beat down on those guys. So fun to watch, though, guys. So, anyways, all right, let's go ahead and get into the South Carolina North Carolina breakdown. North Carolina is a 2.5 favorite. Let's be real here. I mean, you guys know this. Everyone knows this. The key to this game is slowing down Drake May.
Yeah.
We know who he is. We know what he can do on the field. You got to keep this guy contained. You can't
Yeah.
let him run around. You can't let him throw the ball around the field, which he wants to do. That's what
Mhm.
he's used to doing.
Right.
We just got to keep him contained, pretty much.
Yeah.
North Carolina finished 9-5 last season. I mean, that's a good season, but towards the end of the season, they struggled.
Right.
Like us, we had momentum coming into the offseason. North Carolina clearly did.
Yeah, I think they lost like the last like 4 of their last 5 or something crazy.
Yeah,
Like, they were
no,
that
it
good.
was bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was bad. They're going to be with. Well, see, I don't know this exactly. See, we still
Yeah.
got 2 days. I know you've heard a lot about Tez Walker, Lindsay, their top receiver.
Yeah.
They're still going to. As of right now, they're without him. The
Yeah.
NCAA hasn't ruled or said anything yet. But in Gamecock fashion, he's going to be eligible Saturday at noon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
about 6 hours prior to kickoff. But
Right.
I my stance on this, I want him to play because I want to beat them at their
Mhm.
best. I don't
Yeah.
want excuses when we beat them Saturday night saying,
Right.
"Oh, we didn't have our top offensive weapon." Da, da, da.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
like
yeah. Because 'Cause that'll be the
let
go-to.
of course it is. But
Yeah.
no, I want to beat them with their best on the field.
Yeah.
But as of right now, he's ineligible and he will
Yeah.
not be playing. I actually checked right before we started this episode just to make sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see with that. That's major news for North Carolina though, to
Yeah, I
be
mean, that's the
without
big
him.
yeah, the biggest loss of him not playing is to Drake May. I mean, that's your number 1 target, obviously,
Yeah.
that's who he's looking for, so, I mean,
Yeah.
it's huge. I mean, yeah, we'll see, if it
Yeah.
holds true, but yeah, at this moment, I mean, it is a factor that,
Yeah.
we need to take into consideration, and for us, it's good news, but you
Yeah.
never know,
Of course it
you
is.
know?
Yeah. I was reading some reports. I was reading North Carolina's 247, which is
Mhm.
actually their forums pretty much, which is actually really sad because it's like 3 football articles and
Oh
it's like
no.
all basketball articles.
Mm.
I was like, do y'all not care about your football team here? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on here? So the one article I was able to dig up, it was talking about Drake May and it was talking about our past defense, saying that he feels really confident
Yeah.
with throwing against our past defense. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't blame him. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that, but yes, we are out Cam Smith. We are
Right.
without Darius Rush. Like it's going to be different back there.
Yeah.
I think Fortune starting on one side, and
Yeah.
who's the other guy? I keep forgetting the kid's name. The other
Um,
cornerback.
you got you said Fortune on one side, right?
Yeah,
Is that who you said? Okay,
yeah.
and then you have Dial on the other.
Dial. Yeah, Dial. There we go. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel we'll be fine, but then again, I can see him. I can understand because we lost two
Of
very
course.
solid corners. You know.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah. I mean, it's fair, obviously, but I don't know. I mean, I just feel like, I mean, we'll get into this more when we get into the keys of the game, but I mean,
yeah,
defensively, yes, like you said, he's the one to contain, right? He's the one
yeah,
to get pressure on if you can shut him down or even just rattle him a little,
yeah,
right? I don't think that, I mean, I think that our corners are, strong enough that they could, match up well and, be in coverage and break up passes. I mean, I don't think it's not like they're a bunch of clowns out there. Like, yes,
yeah,
I mean, they had significant time. Dial's pretty legit. Fortune had some great plays, key plays. I mean, he had the pick against Notre Dame and ran 100 yards, did he not?
yeah. I believe that
On
was
that
him.
pick
Yeah,
six. You remember
yeah.
that?
I believe
I mean,
that was him. I'm gonna have to look that up later.
yeah, so it's just, I'm pretty sure it
It's
was, but hey, I don't know. Don't quote me on it.
well,
But
yeah, guys, please don't kill us later for if we're wrong on that. But but no,
hey, I
I
think I'm right.
I can see that what he says, but that's the complete opposite
Yeah,
with our
of course.
defensive line. I definitely feel those guys are going to eat Saturday night. That is, I
Yeah,
believe, the strength of our defense. Our linebackers are solid too. Don't get me wrong. I do love our linebackers, but our D line, man, I love those guys. I really do. I really feel like Jordan's going to do well. Tonka's going to do well. I feel like, um,
I got Huntley too.
yeah, yeah, you got some monsters down there. That's for sure. So, and with North Carolina's offensive line, I was reading a little bit on them as well. They do have one guy, I think their left tackles, who is pretty solid for the most part. But you know, it's nothing. We see solid offensive line play on a
Yeah,
weekly basis playing in the SEC. We know what it takes. We've seen it. I'm not really impressed or wowed with North Carolina's offensive line. I really feel like we're going to be able to generate pressure and keep, like I've said this before, keep May contained because he's going to try to run. If a play breaks down,
oh,
he's
totally.
going to take it in his own hands and try to get some yards. So,
Yeah.
how can I say this too? Let's go to the offense. How do you think we will fare offensively against these guys?
Oh, I think our offense is going to have a really breakout year. Honestly, I just feel like
Oh,
Spencer
you're saying
Rattler.
breakout year? Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah. No, I
I
know.
mean,
I know.
I mean, yes, like you look at, Drake May, obviously he's so great. Everybody thinks he's so wonderful, going to be a first rounder, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. But I would take Spencer Rattler over Drake May any day of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like he's so poised. He's so like mentally strong
Yeah.
because people have, shit on him and have said, they're writing him off like he, couldn't do anything last year, all this stuff. And he's just
Yeah.
stayed true to himself. He's, blocked out all that noise. And it's easy to, be confident, when everybody's hyping you up, like you're going to be the best guy ever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's more difficult to, stay strong and, really, stick to your guns and just go out there and work. And that's what he's had to do. And that's what I guarantee he's been doing all camp. And we've heard it, how dialed in he's
Yeah.
been
Oh,
all
for
through
sure.
camp. I mean, he's ready to show out. And I really think this game in particular, I think they should, that North Carolina defense, Gene Chizik should be very worried about
Yeah.
what's coming to him
Yeah.
on Saturday. And I
I
think just
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no. Yeah, and just to add to that, the weapons that he has around him, I mean, come on. Like, I would put our tight ends against anyone. I would put our wide receivers against anyone, really.
Yeah.
And I honestly mean that. I'm like, I don't know. That UNC defense needs to be ready because they also don't have any tape. There's no film on our OC, right?
Yeah.
Coach Loggins hasn't called any plays, not at Carolina, not ever really, for being honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's going to work to our advantage. And I think it's going to be really difficult for a defense that's already not good to prepare for Spencer Rattler and company. So, I don't know. I think I'm really high on it. That's that Gamecock mentality, right? We're all excited and, we're going to kill it. But I really believe that. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. And excuse me, guys, I was actually pouring a beer while Lindsay was talking there. But no, piggybacking off what Lindsay said, this offense, yes, we don't have a strong sample size. We don't know what we're really going to get. But this is not going to be remotely close to the same offense that we dealt with the first, how can I say this, 7, 8 games last season.
Yeah.
Where we started off so slow and we were just struggling just to even put drives together. It was in a sense hard to watch. I'll be honest, I mean, you guys follow me, I had a lot of frustrations. I was just like, what is causing this offense to look so stagnant and just so the South Carolina State game, I think that bothered me the most.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's South Carolina State. I mean, they had, I think, one solid player on that team, the wide receiver who I was praying that we would get him in the transfer portal. That guy was a monster. Holy crap. But I was just so angry watching our offense. It was just like, it was tough to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see this being the same offense. I feel like Spencer is just a little more loose now. He has the keys to the offense, check audibles, call audibles, do what you got to do. I just felt like in Satterfield's offense, the playbook was just so complicated.
Oh, yeah.
It was, and we all know that. This has been said numerous times, and now he's at Nebraska, and there's a columnist saying the same damn thing that we were thinking when he was here, So, I mean,
crazy.
we're not stupid. Clearly, we kind of had a feeling something was going on, And don't get me wrong, I wish Satterfield the best. I really do, but it was just not a fit here. Like it clearly was not a fit, and it was absolutely driving me crazy. I thank God those last 3 games, Tennessee, Clemson, Notre Dame, we were able to unleash. Now, people said that he wasn't calling plays during those games. I don't believe that, but we just looked like a completely different team.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been calling the plays, but we could have been not listening to him. Who knows?
Well, she said it, guys. So, no, but we all know that. It was hard to watch. It was extremely hard to watch, but the momentum that we had coming into this season, the momentum that we have coming into this season is huge. That Notre Dame game did not go the way we wanted. Yes, we know. We lost, but that was still a good game. And that was a good showing by our offense. I mean, we were without Bell. We were without Marshawn Lloyd. We didn't have our star players. And we still put up a decent fight, in that game.
Oh, totally.
So, curious to see what we do.
Agree.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree. It just feels light. Like they just feel relaxed, like you were saying. Like they're loose, they're light, they're just like excited about it. They're bought in. I feel like Loggins has trust in them. Like he trusts Spencer with the playbook. He trusts him, like you said, to make, these split second decisions. And like that's what he has always wanted. Like,
Yeah,
kind of that respect, for the player that he is. So we'll see. I
exactly.
mean, I think that, those kids ride for each other too. And I mean, Spencer Rattler loves all of his teammates, and I think they love him back. And so I think that's
Yeah,
just what's important. Like they just ride for each other. It's just different. Like, so I don't
yeah,
know. It gets you all hyped up. I mean, honestly, I'm
yeah.
ready, but
Yeah. No, the vibe is definitely different
mhm,
around the team. It just looks like they're having fun. They're having a good time, and that's how it should be.
mhm.
We got a fun, exciting coach. We have a fun, exciting staff in general.
Yeah,
Those guys truly believe in what we have here at South Carolina.
yeah,
And I'm waiting to see how this season unfolds, but we got to take it a game at a time.
yeah,
Obviously, ESPN has us only winning 4 games this season.
yeah.
I want to say something, but I'm not. Um, not a very nice word to ESPN, but 4 games. I'm going to leave it at that.
We'll
Lindsay,
see.
let's go. Yeah, we'll see. Let's go ahead to our keys to the game. Lindsay, what are your keys to the game for this matchup here against North Carolina?
Yeah, I mean, basically, kind of what we touched on. So not to drag it out more, but I think a key to the game for us offensively is what we have in that our playbook is really kind of a secret as of right now to everyone,
Yeah.
right? With logins coming in brand new, and so that's going to be huge. And then special teams, our special teams
Okay.
I think I would put our special teams up against anybody in the nation. So I think that'll be the difference too. It's going to be huge. Limbo's got some tricks up his sleeve, and so I'm excited
Yeah.
to see those.
Okay. Okay. Let's. I'll just state the obvious here. Got to slow down Drake May.
Mhm.
Let's just be real here, guys.
Yeah,
Got to slow him down. Cannot allow him to get comfortable in the pocket, because then I feel like he will literally just throw the ball around like it's nothing, which
Mhm.
I've seen him do it before against other teams. So we got to keep him we got to rattle him. And I feel like we strongly can with our defensive line, which we were talking about earlier. Those guys are going to get back there. I strongly feel like they will. So that's one of my keys to the game. And bleed the clock. I feel like if we keep the ball out of May's hands, he
yeah,
doesn't have those chances of having these, I don't know, 10-yard plays or 10-yard plays to just stroll down the field.
right.
We're able to just play keep away pretty much. I feel like that will definitely help in our favor because North Carolina's a fast team. They're
Yeah,
just going to just throw the ball around, run ball, and just score. But we've seen that before. We played against teams like that before.
hmm
Your biggest questions for this game, what you got?
yeah. My biggest questions, I think, too, like you said, can our defense effectively contain Drake May, like we're all hoping? Because if we can shut him down, rattle him, even get a turnover early, something, just anything to like throw him off. I think that would be huge for the trajectory of the rest of the game. And then, second thing, biggest question is our run game. Can it get established with Dak back there at
Yeah,
the helm? I think we can. I think it'll be an interesting lineup with, you have Rattler and you have Dak right beside him. I mean, Dak has cut up and carved out this defense, in
he
years
has.
past. So
He
he's
definitely
an
has.
additional threat, So what? He can run the ball, but I mean, he can drop back and make a pass too. So I think it's
Yeah.
just something that we hope he has success, get his confidence, get him comfortable back there, and let him work. But my question is, yeah, what will that run game look like?
Okay, so that's funny because I said actually the same thing with one of my biggest questions is the run game.
Mm,
Obviously, have to get that established so we can get spent. We can't have this game on Spencer's arm.
hmm
We don't want to do that. So having the run game, all three of those guys contribute in any way. Because I would love for Joyner to have over 100 yards,
Oh
but
yeah,
I don't think he will. This is his first true game lining up back there. So I'm sure there's some things he needs to iron out. With transitioning from wide receiver to running back. Um, I feel like he'll be fine, but I feel like this is going to be more of a committee type job. You
Yeah.
know, I strongly feel that's what it's going to be. And my other question is slow start. I mean, different offensive coordinator, but we can't afford to have those slow starts. We saw what it did last year, having them. So
Mhm.
to come out fast, I think against Notre Dame, I think we scored on our first drive. I
Yeah.
believe we did. So to have a drive, like have drives to start, excuse me, to start a game like that, that just gets the sideline fired up, everyone going. Um, because you saw that in Notre Dame game. That was such a good game, I thought.
Yeah.
Even though we lost, I walked out of that stadium like, damn, we gave it our all with the
Yeah.
damn players we had.
No, I agree. And I feel like, yeah, that first drive, it's like choreographed or rehearsed, right? They know exactly what they're calling, so to
Yeah.
speak. And so, yeah, that execution's massive. And I think it'd be a testament to, this new era, this new logins era. I mean, for our offense to come out, create a series that's successful, with 7 points at the end of it to start
Yeah.
out, it's huge. That statement's
Yeah.
huge. And like you said, it affects the sideline everyone. So I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like I said, that's just something we're gonna have to wait and see till Saturday night. What is your final score for this game?
Mhm.
Yeah, here we are, the
Okay.
score.
It's so hard to pick, but okay. So I was talking to my brother about this, and we were just going back and forth, and my dad too. And my dad's like, "Oh, we're gonna kill him. Like it's not even gonna be close, Bill." And I appreciate
Yeah.
that out of him,
Yeah.
but we went back and forth. Will they have a score late to kind of make the game seem closer than it is? UNC
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. And I mean, that's obviously something that could occur, but I came up with my score, which I believe us will win 38-31. So it'll be close. It'll be within, score, touchdown, but I have us
Yeah.
winning 38-31.
Okay. And I'm at 38-34.
Oh,
I definitely feel like the offenses are gonna go up and down the field,
yeah.
but it's gonna be, hey, who makes that final stop towards the end of the game? That
Yeah.
defensive stop. So yeah, 38-34. We both have the Gamecocks winning this game. I I'm gonna say this too. I know I just said my score, but I have to say this. This would be considered a swing game.
Yeah.
100% I feel. And we have plenty of those on our schedule.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm confident in this team going to Charlotte and winning this matchup. I strongly am, you know.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're gonna see Saturday night at 7:30. So
Yes.
listener questions. We got a couple of listener questions here, which is my favorite segment on this show. Our first is from Andrew. How do you guys think the offense will truly be opening up with the new OC? Will we
Yeah.
see similar play calls to last year to start? What you got, Lindsay?
Oh God. I hope not. I hope we don't see similar play calls to last year.
Andrew, no.
No, just kidding. No, I feel like kind of what I was saying. Loggins came in, and I think his first goal was to make these relationships with his offensive players. Obviously, Spencer Rattler being one of the main ones, and I think where we'll see the success and where it'll be different than last year is that he, like I said before, he's going to listen to Rattler. He's going to respect, how he sees the field, what he sees pop up. And I think it could be something where they work together, right? And
Yeah,
so, no, I don't think the play calling will be anything like what we saw last year. God, I hope not. I think the simplification, the execution will be different, and I think they'll be quick. I think we'll see some no huddle. I think it'll be really exciting. We have the tools to do it. So,
yeah.
no, I do not think it'll be like last year. I pray it's not like
Yeah,
last
and
year.
I mean I agree with you there. I really don't see it being like that what we dealt with last year.
Yeah.
It was more of a pro style offense we had last year. I
Mhm.
feel like we're literally just going to be spreading people out and just being like, "Hey, just go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's open?
Yeah.
Whoever's open, we're throwing you the ball."
Yeah.
Like
Defend it. Like, see if you can.
yeah, we're gonna throw some wrinkles in. I just strongly feel like this is gonna be a completely different offense. Um,
Yeah.
I have full confidence in these guys. I really do. I and here I am, a typical Gamecock fan, hyped up, saying all these good things, but this it, I don't know. I just all the videos, all the tweets that we've seen over the summer, the spring game, it's just all been positive. Like it
Mhm.
really has. It's been awesome to see it. But now here we are. This is football season. Talking season is over. We
Yeah.
are playing football, big boy football. So no, but back to your question, Andrew. Sorry, I got off track there. I don't see this being remotely close to the type of offense that we were running last season.
Yeah.
From Julie, our next question: do you see any freshmen who will surprise people Saturday night? Lindsay, who you got?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I think obviously this might be an obvious one, but Pup Howard, I think, is going
Yep.
to stand out, make his name known early. I think he's listed behind Stone Blanton,
Yep.
in our depth chart, but he's going to see the field. He's just a playmaker. I mean, he's just a standout. Like he's got the heart, the grit, like the hungriness and a defensive player that you want. So I think he will shine on Saturday. Maybe
Okay.
like with a big stop, a big play, big hit, something. We'll
Yeah.
see it. Number 5, baby. Let's go.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, your number. I keep forgetting that. Okay, well, Lindsay just took everything out of my freaking mouth because I was gonna say that as well. Or that was my player.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
thanks, Lindsay.
Yeah, of
But
course.
no, guys, going just the overall thought on this game here. It's not gonna be an easy one. Like I said, we played this team before. They're gonna score, but I feel like we're gonna be able to score as well. You know,
Yeah.
I really am hoping, I mean this, I'm hoping Dak can have a good game because, yes, he had a good game, excuse me, in the bowl game, but I want to see him solidify
Yeah.
this spot. I want to see Dak, the running back, the RB1, all 12 games this season. I don't want
Yeah.
to see a plug and play type thing with him, you know, because
Yeah.
of all players on this team, he strongly deserves this.
Hmm.
So, I like I said, I'm hoping he gets over 100 or right around 100 yards. That means he had a solid game, you know. So, like I said, 7:30 ABC Saturday night. We will be watching, and we cannot wait. We are Gamecock Nation. I know they show up in Charlotte. When we were there for the bowl game, it was
Oh my
unbelievable to see
God.
that many
Yeah.
people there. It was literally a big party
Like
there.
90% Gamecocks to like 10% Notre Dame is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, no, oh god, the Notre. I was talking about this North Carolina game, but the Notre
Oh,
Dame
sorry.
that was bad. Like
Yeah.
that was really bad. But no, it's gonna be a good time, guys. I'll be up there tailgating. Just reach out to me. You guys are gladly welcome to come hang out. We're gonna have a good time. Big party, plenty of food, games. We're opening up the football season here on the with a good time. So, like I said,
Gotta
just
do
reach
it
out.
big.
Lindsay, you're gonna have a good time at the house,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you always do.
Oh, yeah. Big
So
gang all together. Yep. The
yes,
whole
yes.
family.
I
So,
will more than likely be there for the Georgia game, so we'll figure that out.
yes.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to our first episode of the season. Like I said, we're going to be here every Thursday for the most part. If not Thursday, Wednesday or Friday, but we're going to be here. So, on that note, go